Hello everyone, hope fun is doing great. Welcome to Elyas channel. If you're new here, welcome, and I'm so happy to see you all once again. Of course, the complete setup of S3410 series of FS company. This is one of the high demanding network switch in the market, and this is my favorite switch as well because this is manageable switch, and this is gigabit switch, and this is power over Ethernet switch, and it does come with the two power supplies. What else a single network engineer needs. Okay, this is the front uh, look of this specific switch. If you look at in here, it is very beautiful design, and let's move on. This is the top. You can see the front, you can see the console port, and you can see the USB port as well on the left side. So you can configure using console port, and mainwise you can configure this switch using USB port as well. So the series that I have right now in front of me, I have two of these switch in front of me because I want to configure and cover almost every topic which is related to these two switches or this specific series of the S3510. So it doesn't matter if you're using 48 port or 24 port, the concept is the same, the configuration is exactly the same. All right, if you look at in here, you can have a fiber connection as well. So if you look at in the top, all right, if you look at here, it's 24 port switch as well, and you can use 10, 100 and 1000. You can use each port as Ethernet, you can use each port as a fast Ethernet, and you can use each port as a Giga Ethernet. And meanwhile, it does come with the two combo fiber connection as well. You can use it for whatever purpose that you're looking for. I will definitely rank my two switches using fiber connection, and we'll see the result of that one as well. If you look at the behind the switch, you can see that there is a expansion module slot, so you can add more network interface. You can add whatever feature that you want to add inside the switch. There's a slot. The switch is acceptable, mean the switch is manageable, and the switch is modular switch as well. And meanwhile, you can see that this switch does come with a two, or you can say dual power supplies, so which is beautiful. So the reason this switch does come with a two power supply is for redundant. If one APC unit goes down, the other APC unit will definitely take care of your network switch, and no one will complain about the internet. All right, these are the two power supply. You can see that, and of course it does come with a manual to power cable and so on. Without further ado, let's see how we can upgrade the firmware of S3410 series of FS company network switch. Hello everyone, hope you found it doing great. In this section we're going to learn how we can upgrade the firmware of S3410 series of FS company. So this is one of the eye demanding network switch, and I truly like this switch. So let's see how we can upgrade the firmware. Before we dive in, once you log into this switch, you may encounter on the right side the model and the version. So remember that once you come to the version, it is S3410 FSOS, or we can say 11.4 B74S3 B74S3. So we want to upgrade the firmware. This is the main purpose of how we can upgrade the firmware. You come to the more, you can see that the firmware download. Click in here, it automatically redirect to the main page of fs.com. So once you get in here, you need to find the model of the switch that you have. Remember that it's the same procedure if you're using 48 port, if you're using any series of the FS company. So far I have S3410-24 port. So there you go. This is the series that I have, S3410-24 port. I want to click on this one. Once I get in here, if you have any question or you're concerned, you have to go through the all things that you like to read. If you're a good reader, that's my suggestion. But so far, we need to come to this software. Once we come to the software, you can read the software, because in here, if you look at in here, S3410 series switch FSOS 11.4. So if you come back to in here, minus 11.4, that is okay. Means I don't need to upgrade the firmware because it is up to date. But you have to hold your horses. In here, if you look at in here, it says B74S4. B74S4. So which one is in here? B74 for S3. So I need to download this application. Click on this one. If you look at in here, it automatically download the firmware. So we have to hold our horses and see what's gonna happen. All right, it is download properly without any issue, without any problem. That is a beautiful thing. Let's come to our switch. Once we get in here, we need to come to system. We have to come to upgrade. Once we come to upgrade, so let's rename the file and see what's gonna happen. I want to make it update. Let's say this is update. Let's see if that works. I mean, this is not, it should be very easy to go, you know. I have no idea. All right. If you rename it to something else, then it will work. Okay, that's not fine. It's not a big deal. It is good that we find the solution. You know, if you encounter this problem, so the solution is to rename it. So you have to create. You have to find out what's the issue, how to resolve this issue. So we have to wait a while to see what's going on. Meanwhile, I can check my email using my phone. All right, it is 100% almost. Uh-oh, there you go. So upgrading the main program. Please wait a few minutes and do not perform any operation during the upgrade. Of course, we cannot do anything. It is already blocked. If I want to click on any spot, it doesn't work. That is fine. It's okay. So it's a good prompt. I mean, didn't do anything. The good thing is that you can upgrade this one as well. And the bad thing in here is that if you do these things in a production, you may witness of a drop. If you do this kind of operation during of working hour, for example, Monday to Friday, and from 8 a.m. or if your company have a two shift, man, it's hard. I know. If three shift, I don't know. Don't come to me for a question. Don't come to me for help. I can't. But there's a way. I mean, if you're a network manager, if you're IT manager, IT director, you have to create a room. You have to make a room. It's you have to, because if the device is not up to date, that's gonna create a lot of problem. If you guys listen the sound, so the switch is rebooted. Remember that the switch has been rebooted. There you go. Reality check. So my switch IP address is 192.168.1.10. It's rebooted, which is good. So whenever you upgrade any firmware, it is not only a network switch, or we can say S3410 network switch, any switch, anything. Let's say you're going to upgrade the BIOS version of the computer that you have. That's definitely required restart. All right, guys. What I noticed, it took about almost 5 minutes the entire operation. So at least if you send an email to your team, to your company, like, hey, the expectation of downtime, then say 5 minutes. I would say, let's say 20 minutes. The duration, upgrading the entire operation will take 20 minutes, the maximum. So if it exceed the 5 minute, 10 minute, that is fine. But at least the team know that the duration of the upgrading the uh, S3410 series of the FS company switch, so it's gonna take about 5 minutes. But I think it is good to have add more times. All right, let's see if everything is okay. All right, uh-huh. There you go, guys. If you look at in here, everything is changed from what it was and what is right now. It is changed. All right, what we're gonna do is everything is okay. If I click in here, no permission, no nothing. Let's go to home. When I come to the home, everything is totally new. All right, this is the switch that I have. This is the CPU usage, the memory usage, and everything. All right, guys, if you look at in here, I have S3410 FSOS 11.4 B7 S4. So we successfully upgrade the firmware of S3410 series of the switch. I told you, no matter what, if you're using 24 port or 48 port, the procedure is same. All right. I hope the information was very helpful. Thank you, guys.